Turkish content creator Ayşegül Eraslan has reportedly been found dead at her home, in a heartbreaking development that has left many in shock and disbelief. According to reports from the local outlet Sözcü, concern first began to grow when Eraslan's family members were unable to reach her, despite repeated attempts. What may have initially seemed like a simple lack of response soon turned into something far more alarming, as the silence stretched on longer than expected. Growing increasingly worried, her relatives made the decision to go to her home themselves, hoping to check on her well-being and understand why she had suddenly gone quiet. However, upon arriving, their fears deepened when there was still no response at the door. Faced with this unsettling situation, her family reportedly contacted the police, recognizing that something was not right. Authorities arrived at the residence and proceeded to enter the home, where they made the tragic discovery. Officers reportedly found Ayşegül Eraslan's body inside, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. The moment marked a devastating turning point, confirming the worst fears of those who had been desperately trying to reach her. Details surrounding the timeline of events have added further layers to the situation. It was reported that Eraslan had only recently returned home from a trip abroad, suggesting that she had been active and traveling shortly before her passing. The idea that someone so recently engaged in life and movement could suddenly be gone has only intensified the sense of shock surrounding her death. Adding to this timeline, it was also revealed that an actor friend had narrowly missed seeing her, arriving too late for what would have been a routine visit. That missed moment now carries a heavy emotional weight, as it underscores how close someone came to seeing her one last time. According to Sözcü, authorities believe that Eraslan had returned to her home following a trip to Egypt. The report further states that actor Sunay Kurtuluş had entered her apartment approximately an hour before her death. His visit was described as brief, a quick stop before he left the residence. This detail has naturally drawn attention as part of the ongoing effort to understand the full sequence of events leading up to her passing. In response to these developments, lawyers representing Kurtuluş addressed the situation publicly through a statement shared on Instagram. They confirmed that he had been questioned by police, but emphasized that this was solely as part of the standard investigative process. The statement sought to clarify his position and involvement, indicating that his cooperation with authorities had been consistent from the very beginning. The lawyers further explained that Kurtuluş had provided all necessary statements to the relevant authorities, making it clear that he had complied fully with the investigation. They also stressed that he was not present at the scene at the time the incident occurred, attempting to remove any implication that he was directly involved in the circumstances surrounding Eraslan's death. This clarification appeared aimed at addressing any speculation, while reinforcing that his interaction with investigators was procedural rather than indicative of wrongdoing. Alongside these clarifications, the statement also expressed a sense of sorrow over the situation. "We are deeply saddened by the passing of Ayşegül Eraslan," the lawyers wrote, reflecting the emotional weight of the news. They extended their condolences to her family, relatives, and loved ones, acknowledging the profound loss being felt by those closest to her. The message concluded with a prayer for mercy, underscoring the gravity and sadness of the moment. Ayşegül Eraslan had built a notable presence online, gaining widespread attention and a significant following through her work and appearances. She had amassed more than 360,000 followers on Instagram, where she shared aspects of her life, style, and personality with her audience. Her rise in popularity was closely tied to her appearance on the well-known Turkish fashion competition show, İşte Benim Stilim, which translates to, "This is my style." The show provided her with a platform to showcase her sense of fashion and individuality, helping her connect with viewers and expand her reach. Through her participation in the program, Eraslan became recognizable to a broader audience, and her online presence continued to grow as a result. Her content resonated with many, and she developed a community of followers who engaged with her posts and followed her journey. For those who watched her on television or interacted with her online, the news of her sudden passing has been particularly difficult to process.